Hello, United lovers of the tube. On this special edition, we will take a good look backwards into the good old days of science fiction and follow them through into our oh so very real world. What sci-fi dreamt yesterday is our technological reality of today. Buckle your seatbelt, we're taking off. We hit off our top 10 from sci-fi to reality chart by hovering, because it's 2015, the year Marty jumped to in Back to the Future 2. Ever since Marty made his first hoverboard chase, people have been obsessed about a hovering skateboard. Just look at it.
He's on a hoverboard!
Sweet, now it's 2015 and carmaker Lexus brought to a real hoverboard into our world. It's a soap-top skateboard that hovers above the ground just like the movie promised. The company even let some tech journalists experiment with the device of our dreams in Barcelona. Say wow.
Right?
I've been waiting all night for you to tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me. I've been waiting all night for you to tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me, tell me that you need me, tell me that you want me, tell me that you need me. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you want
me. Wow, okay. Science fiction hates gravity, and many concepts have been dreaming about beating it. Sci-fi classic Ender's Game most memorable scenes are when Ender practices for combat in an anti-gravity room. Our humble human race is still seeking to beat gravity, but people are actually competing in the World Championship of something called indoor skydiving. It's a real thing. Tell us it doesn't look exactly the same. That's an interesting thing to do in life. Number 8, loosely based on Philip K. Dick's 1958 sci-fi short story, The Minority Report, the movie's depiction of motion-controlled touchscreen technology is slowly being made into a reality. This is how it looked like in the movie.
It looks like federal housing, concrete and glass egg crate. It's unclear. I got 6 licenses. Where do you want them?
You know, nowadays, touch-based user interfaces are much more common, and with products like Kinect and Leap Motion, you can actually control screens with your hands up in the air. Back in 1969, Stanley Kubrick imagined the astronauts in space will get their information by a visual tablet sitting at their desk. Here is a tiny bit from that future prophecy moment. It took another 9 years after the real 2001 for the world to see the first real tablet. It was the iPad, and when Steve Jobs introduced it in 2010, people thought it was just a big iPhone. Now we know it's really just a big iPhone, but we still want one. Let's reminisce with the original iPad ad.
Be the charming type. Take off your gloves and show what they hide. I'll let you cry if you close your eyes. I'll have an answer for your eyes. There goes my love. There goes my love. There goes my love.
In 1965, CBS aired the now famous sci-fi show Lost in Space. It had one revolutionizing element, a character who is a robot, a space robot who helps humans in space. Ah, such imagination.
Destroy. Abort!
In 2013, it turned out we really are getting some very cool robots that are doing lots of work in space. They can work on a spaceship, help astronauts in the Mandarin missions, and maybe function as a friend in those lonely space nights. Here is a real space robot.
The idea for this robot basically came from wanting to create something that was not just an upper body robot like our previous humanoids. We wanted something that had legs, that could possibly walk on another planet, that could interact with humans in a gravity situation.
The design of our robot is 44 actuated degree of freedom humanoid robot. Ultimately, we're NASA. We want to send this into space. Systems that can work with people, for people, are what we're after. We have 50 engineers, technicians, scientists, all working together in one place on one thing, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, getting this robot ready to meet this challenge and the challenges in the future.
The NASA JSC robot will win the DRC challenge because we have created a robot from top down and bottom up, basically.
Moving on to number 5, the shape of things to come is H.G. Wells' amazing futuristic vision from the early 20th century. And among its many predictions was a wild idea, a transparent screen. Take a quick look back in 1936. It was awesome.
I like these history lessons. What a funny place New York was.
Transparent screens are now rapidly approaching us, with many startups working on display windows that react to touch, motion, and presence. They are even working on transparent smartphones. What will they think of next?
This is a phone, a transparent smartphone with a multi-touch display. Of course, this is a prototype without any software right now, but it's just all about the hardware here. And as you can see, it will have, or I spot the micro SD card, SIM card slot here. There will be a micro SIM card slot on top of it. Over here we have the microphone, a bunch of batteries, and for the future they're going to cover this part here so that you don't need to see the batteries and your SIM card and whatnot, because battery technology is not even close to become transparent in the future. And over here,
the idea of a driverless car in science fiction is almost as old as the car itself. It hit mainstream with Total Recall, another movie loosely based on Philip K. Dick's writings. They got the idea quite wrong.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cat. Where can I take you tonight?
Drive! Drive!
Would you please repeat the destination?
Now we have the whole tech world and car industry working together on driverless car prototypes, but in Masdar City, Abu Dhabi, this is no longer a dream but part of the transport system. Check it out. Tony Stark, Hollywood's version of tech visionary billionaire Elon Musk, is better known as Iron Man, the techiest of superheroes, with his super geeky but cool meh suit. Just look at him go on his way to save the world. The US Army probably has some serious geeks on board and has been long developing real Iron Man combat suits and exoskeleton. Take a look at the soldiers of the future in the present.
The Hulk is an anthropomorphic exoskeleton which mimics the human form. It provides extra support that enables a person to carry more weight than they normally could. Exoskeleton technologies are considered part of the robotics field. If you want to think about them as wearable robots, that's pretty accurate. They sense what the user wants to do, where the user wants to go, and mimics the motion. We like to call these mantonomous systems. The exoskeleton is primarily composed of titanium components, which are both lightweight and provide the strength needed to carry the load. A microprocessor takes in readings from the sensors that are throughout the structure and calculates where the user wants to move, and then commands the actual hydraulic system to actuate the joints to provide the motion. You can walk, you can run, you can bend.
If you've seen an episode of Star Trek, you're likely familiar with the replicator device on board of the USS Enterprise that synthesizes meals and beverages on demand. Here it is in action, making mostly Earl Grey tea.
Tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Tea Earl Grey hot. Tea Earl Grey hot. Tea Earl Grey hot.
Half a year ago, an Israeli startup called Genie brought the replicator to life. It's a countertop kitchen gadget that uses food pods to create the recipe you desire, just like having a personal chef around all the time. Sounds like crazy science fiction? Yes, it is, but maybe not anymore.
With the press of a button on your phone, the Genie becomes your personal chef, mixing, shaking, and baking a healthy meal in just 30 seconds. Developed by Israeli entrepreneurs at White Innovation, the device uses tiny pods to create meals, similar to those that contain coffee for espresso machines. White Innovation CEO, Ayelet Carasso.
The dish can be anything. It can be a meal, like chicken with rice, or like couscous with vegetable, or an amazing ramen, or even a chocolate souffle, or any other dessert that you want. And it's healthy because we're using only natural ingredients. We're not using any preservative or any...
Science fiction is full of dystopian visions where mean tyrants are using technology to control a crumbling world. None were more pessimistic than George Orwell's 1984 vision of the future surveillance society. Take a sad look.
More nests of conspirators and saboteurs have been uncovered, and further arrests are expected shortly.
On June 2013, Edward Snowden revealed that Orwell's nightmare has become indeed a reality, with the American NSA and other governments tightening their grip on the ultimate surveillance tool, the internet. And it's good business. Here's an example by Israeli startup Nice System. It's nice.
If you need to locate the owner of this unattended baggage, you'd best hope it's not here. If this child were lost, it would be easy to find him here. But what if it was here? Or here? Or here? These are situations in which locating your target within minutes is essential. With nice suspects.
Yep, surveillance is nice. So hey, 2015 science fiction writers, please write very cool things to the future. And thank you for watching. That was it. We'll be back soon with a brand new show. i24news.tv. That's our website. Goodbye.